Create this button in Webflow. We want to replicate real-world characteristics simply with CSS. So we'll start by adding a div to wrap the button. Inside we'll add a button outline div, but the outline will be done through padding rather than CSS borders. And we'll add a linear gradient background, white on top, transparent on bottom. Make it relative, and then let's move on. Inside of the outline div, we'll add a link block, and I'll call it button Ruby. This is where you can size the button via width, height, or padding. I'm also going to add an icon and a text block inside the button and style it to my liking. Now let's get to the button layers. All of our inner layer divs will be absolute and full positioning, as well as a large radius. The first layer is a plain dark red background. This is the foundation of the button. The second layer has a width of 90% and a height of 80% and is centered. We'll add a linear gradient background to give the button shape and depth. The third layer is the smallest. It's a blurred out plain dark red background to give the button depth. We'd expect a Ruby-like object to be darker in the middle and lighter on the outside. The fourth layer is similar to the third, but instead it's an outline using a lighter red color. This one is blurred a bit more to create a larger fade going outwards. The fifth layer adds a shadow on top. We'll create the shadow by adding a linear gradient black and white background and lower the opacity. The sixth and last layer is meant to mimic a reflection. This one really brings it all together. We'll lower the opacity to make it see-through. If you want extra credit, you can also add a glow effect by adding a div with a light red shadow underneath the button. I also added a hover state to make it interactive. And my favorite part is the layer animation, which is simply two of the exact same divs looping right to left with some crazy linear gradient colors. If you like this video or you want to see me create another button in Figma or Webflow, let me know. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.